Listen, we seriously need to talk about Jeffree Star, because the other night, he absolutely went off during a live stream. He was throwing shade at James Charles, at NikkieTutorials, and all of it was tied to his review of Louis Vuitton's brand new makeup line. What started as just another product review spiraled into massive drama, and we're diving into every single detail of what he said. Louis Vuitton has now officially stepped into the beauty industry with the launch of their very first full makeup collection, which dropped worldwide just last month. Partnering with legendary makeup artist Pat McGrath, the line comes with 55 refillable lipsticks in both satin and matte finishes, 10 tinted balms, and 8 eyeshadow quads. But here's the catch. Lipsticks kick off at around $160, and palettes are $250. Those prices instantly sparked controversy. Beauty gurus all over social media rushed to weigh in.
Said about this brand as of yet because every influencer got it in PR. Well, I didn't. I went to the Louis Vuitton store in New York City when I was there a couple of days ago and spent $800 on this 4-color eyeshadow palette, 2 lipsticks, and 1 lip balm. $800 on 4 beauty products, but I'm gonna give you guys the real tea. Now, with this whole launch, obviously there are quite a lot of differing opinions. The price is obviously the biggest discussion. Now, before I say anything at all, okay, $250 is no eyeshadow palette, no packaging, no formula on planet Earth, unless it literally had like crushed diamonds in a glitter formula that is actually worth $250. It is 100% a scam. However, if you really think about it, all luxury shopping is a scam.
Some were lucky enough to get PR packages, while others made it clear they bought the products themselves. And that's where the tension started. People felt that reviews from those who—
This is crazy. Final thoughts on Louis Vuitton makeup, because I don't want to talk about this anymore. I know that most people cannot afford to shop this brand, so don't worry. If you can't, you're not missing out on literally anything. If you can afford to shop this brand and you're interested, first of all, good for you. Please hit me up or slide into my DMs. Okay, I'm totally open to a sugar mommy or daddy. Eyeshadow palette, absolutely not. The formula is very, very basic and bland. You can do much better for a cheaper price. Lipsticks, on the other hand, I can get behind. I don't think they're worth $160, but people are going to pay for them regardless, of my opinion. So if you're going to pick up anything from the brand, I would at least allow it to be these. The packaging is very nice. Both matte and satin formulas apply nicely. They feel comfortable on the lips. There was a good shade selection. You know, we all work hard for our money, and if you want to spend it on that, be my guest. I wouldn't, but if you do, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Paid with their own money seemed way more authentic than from influencers who got PR for free. James Charles was one of the influencers who—
Louis Vuitton just launched $250 eyeshadow palettes, and if that wasn't enough, $160 lipsticks. And if you're like, girl, yeah, we saw the PR packages, where's yours? Well, when I saw that Pat McGrath is the creative director, I now solely understand why my PR package was imaginary.
Purchased the collection. Since he didn't get PR, he didn't hold back in his critique, starting with the sky-high pricing.
This has got to be the most boring lackluster eye I've done in months. $250 for this? For this? You know what? I'm skipping lipstick. I'm saving that for another time. I can't do this anymore. Ugh.
Yes, he admitted the packaging looked next level and that Louis Vuitton nailed the details. But overall, in his opinion, it just didn't live up to the insane price tag. NikkieTutorials also bought the products herself. She hinted that maybe her past issues with Pat McGrath were the reason she didn't receive PR. Viewers considered their reviews honest because they'd spent their own money.
So I'm sure you've seen the Louis Vuitton makeup line. It's been revealed. There's reviews everywhere. I think we saved the best review for last. This truly feels like Christmas. I've been waiting for Louis Vuitton to make makeup for so long. Probably the heaviest PR box I've ever felt in my life. Here she is in all her glory. Oh my God. Application super easy. It went on like a dream. Now, oh, it's giving this aura of luxury and raspberry and a little hint of mint. A little bit came off, but it looks flawless. I lined my lips with the Jeffree Star Red Rum Velour Lip Liner. Now let's go in with the matte formula in shade Rouge Louis. Very comfortable, didn't get on my teeth, and it's so beautiful. Payoff immediately, a lot. I'm gonna go in with this beautiful bronze tone right here and pop it right there. The shadow is more of a bronzy satin metallic, and it is really pretty. Blending into the other color effortlessly. Burgundy. Now we're just gonna buff it lightly right under the waterline and go into the darker color. It was the most highly anticipated review of the summer, and Louis Vuitton did not disappoint. Huge congratulations to Pat McGrath for slaying the beauty line for Louis. This is such a beautiful experience. I know the price point may not be for everybody, and that's okay, but if you can, snap up a piece of luxury. This is more than makeup. This is an experience, and the House of Louis really came correct.
And you could see it on camera. Some of the eyeshadows weren't delivering pigment, and the lipsticks clearly transferred. So when Jeffree Star sat down to film his review, saying he got the PR package and raving about how much he loved it, people instantly called him out for being fake. Now, Jeffree has built a reputation for telling it like it is. He's always claimed he has enough money that he doesn't need brand deals to stay rich. But even he's had moments that made people question him, like the time with Hailey Bieber's Rhode. He bought it, filmed himself tossing it straight in the trash without...
Do you think that the makeup I bought myself from Louis Vuitton will be just as good as the free stuff?
Even though I was on the PR list and reviewed it, oh baby, I'm a fan of this brand. There was makeup brushes, there was other stuff that was not available. Yes, I bought it with my own money. Let's unbox it now!
For some reason, a lot of people were upset that I was so excited about Louis Vuitton's launch. Baby, remember when I told you I was a super fan? Hi, I am. I wasn't disappointed, the shit was bomb, but there was a whole collection and I only got a couple things in the PR. So yes, I bought this all with my own money. Duh. Can't breathe, you guys. Yes, Louis Vuitton has a whole line.
Even opening a product and declared the brand terrible. That just so happened to be when Selena Gomez was on top of the public's favor, and people assumed he was just riding the wave of opinion. Still, a lot of fans have trusted Jeffree because, for the most part, he hasn't hyped up brands just because they sent free products or offered a deal.
For $250,
Oh.
not even pigment was included. I tried another palette from the launch for my tube channel, and that, although boring, at least had...
Oh, hello. Okay, so I filmed part 1 actually days ago, never predicting all of this drama. Now it's Monday morning. I woke up all peaceful, had a really great sleep. My skin is looking so clear, but I guess there was a full moon last night. It must be Mercury retrograde, or it really must be the full moon, because I woke up today to thousands and thousands of random hate comments, all about Miss Louis Vuitton. Okay, so the topic of discussion is, of course, the $250 eyeshadow palette. Now, I guess NikkieTutorials and James Charles reviewed the makeup. They bought it themselves. They were not on the PR list. So is it giving Bitter Betty, or why am I involved? I actually respect NikkieTutorials, but if you hear her in the intro, she said that she reviewed a different Louis palette for her YouTube channel, and that one was totally fine with pigment, even though it was boring according to her, it had pigment. So she chose to use the lightest color story for TikTok, and now everyone's coming at me like I'm a liar. I'm seeing a lot of things that, oh, Jeffree, you just wanted to be on the PR list for Louis, so you lied for them. I'm the dumbass that bought a $150,000 pool table from Louis Vuitton. You think I care about a free lipstick?
He's never been afraid to say when something wasn't worth the money. But this Louis Vuitton launch, it made some people seriously doubtful. They felt like, Jeffree, this isn't worth it, and you're straight up lying to us.
I'm also live streaming right now. Let's try the palette again. And I have one more thing to say. I woke up to all these comments. Well, Nikkie and James used it and it didn't, and they didn't have the same experience as you. We're still listening to what James Charles has to say. Someone that admitted to texting minors and then deleted the apology video. You guys are believing someone that likes children. I think we have a bigger issue at hand. I think I'm thoroughly offended that anyone would think I would lie about something to get a free lipstick. No offense, but huh? Would you look at that? The Louis Vuitton lipstick that I bought with my own money. Look. Ah, look at that.
At the same time, others pointed out that Jeffree has always been a massive Louis Vuitton fan. From tracksuits to designer trunks, he's never hidden his obsession.
Here's the brush I used in the review. Let's put her down. Here is a clean, brand new one. This is the Jeffree Star S4 brush launching in November. Now let's go right here and let's not cut the video. Oh no, oh my God, it has pigment. I'm also live streaming this right now and I can't stop laughing. Okay, let me take my brush and let me bring it right to the eye with no cuts. Does it have any pigment? Oh my God, I don't see it. Oh no, nothing's there. I mean, that looks like a lot of pigment to me. What? Like any eye look, you're gonna dunk in there again and you're gonna go right in. We're gonna take the JS5 and we're gonna go right in here. Oh no, oh no. Immediately go right up here and soften that edge. Deep blue shade, and let's see if it has any sort of payoff. Oh, would you look at that? I'm gonna stamp it in just like the last one. Well, would you look at her? I'm live streaming this right now and my chat is laughing hysterically at the word preloaded. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over it. Okay, now we're gonna go in with this brush. There is nothing on the brush, of course. And we're gonna go into this beautiful bright metallic. Ooh! Look at the sparkle, and we're just gonna put that right there. Oh my God. These honestly look really beautiful, and they have a lot of pigment. So who's really at fault here? What is the moral of the story? Us as influencers all have different opinions. I will never be paid to say anything is great, and I would never lie to my audience. Just the thought of being accused of that makes me sick.
So, a glowing review wasn't exactly shocking. He doubled down, insisting he was being 100% honest, and even bought more products himself to show on another TikTok.
You hear the deafening silence? So y'all can put your little laughing emojis in the chat all you want, I don't care. But what I'm not gonna do is wake up this morning and hear, oh my God, with James Charles and NikkieTutorials, they bought the Louis makeup. But every other thing they reviewed this year has been for free. And then y'all think for a second, maybe they didn't get paid to say something was great this year? Are y'all delusional? When I was friends with NikkieTutorials, she was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, if not a week, with sponsored posts. But Jeffree lied because he wants to stay on the Louis PR list. I've spent millions of dollars at Louis. They've never given me a damn thing in my life. You think I'm gonna stay on the PR list for a fucking free lipstick? Who do these people think I am? You think I wanna stay on a PR list to get a free lipstick? You think I'm that stupid and desperate?
As clips of reviews spread and went viral, Jeffree found himself in the middle of major backlash.
So if you're gonna come at me because James and Nikkie didn't like it and I did, who are you? Are you okay? Aw, because I'm on the PR list and they weren't? Sounds like they're bitter and jealous. NikkieTutorials literally says, Pat McGrath doesn't like me. Oh, okay, well, what'd you do to her? Maybe she just doesn't like your content. Who cares? Sorry that your idol doesn't like you, but that has nothing to do with me. And then all of a sudden, the makeup gets a bad review. Right, Fleety, right. It's giving tomfoolery.
Critics accused him of not keeping it real, so he clapped back, stitching NikkieTutorials' TikTok and holding firm on his eyeshadow review, especially when stacked against James and Nikkie's takes.
That's the only reason why I made today's videos. Normally I ignore everybody, don't care, don't concern me. I woke up to thousands of comments. I mean, if you go check my Louis video, they're all there. I don't delete comments, I don't care. Okay, but I'm very, very proud of my integrity, my truth, my page, my reviews, okay? All right, we have 2 brand new videos uploaded. You know, some people are calling it drama, I'm calling it my integrity. Hello? If you want to preload my makeup brushes, they launch in November. November 7th to be exact. Ah! Okay. It really is, y'all. The harassment to harass me for no reason I thought was just so weird.
He even defended the palette itself. While others swore it lacked pigment, Jeffree argued that he hadn't preloaded his brush in his video, and he stood by his claim that the shades were in fact pigmented. During his live, Jeffree kept going, doubling down to defend himself while dragging James and Nikkie even harder. He circled back to NikkieTutorials, pushing the idea that maybe she didn't like the products simply because of her past beef with Pat McGrath. When people asked why he was so pressed about all this, Jeffree explained that normally he just ignores the backlash. But this time, he woke up to thousands of comments flooding in, and he felt like he had no choice but to shut it all down. And that's the tea on what went down in the beauty community this week after Louis Vuitton dropped their new line. The launch has definitely shaken things up in the industry. Now, I want to know what you guys think about the products, the reviews, and especially Jeffree's fiery response to all that backlash. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys!